From WLWT, this is Issues.
Hi, welcome to Issues. I'm sitting here talking to Mr. Brown. I'm Jan-Michele Lemon Kearney of SESH Communications and the Cincinnati Herald. We have so many interesting people coming on today. So a little later, we're going to talk about Natural Fest. It's the third year for the celebration of culture and ethnicity, natural products, health. You're going to love it. We're also going to talk about the Miss Black Cincinnati pageant. So, you know, we've got Mr. Humphries here and Sharen King coming up. First, I want you to meet, if you haven't seen him already, really dynamic, such a catch for Cincinnati, Dion Brown. He is the new head of the National Underground Railroad Freedom Center.
Yes,
So glad to have you here.
Thank you for those
We are
kind
so
words.
excited. So let's talk about your background.
Okay.
Okay. Because you are, I know you were with the B.B. King Museum in Indianapolis.
Indianola, Mississippi.
Indianola, Mississippi. Okay,
Yes,
I just
ma'am.
had Indy. So that's Indianola, Mississippi. But you are you're the executive director and the founder of the Blues Museum in St. Louis.
Downtown St. Louis, yes.
That's phenomenal.
I have completed a lot of things in museums except for open museums, and so I prayed on it, and God gave me opportunity to go open a museum.
Wow, and that was in 2015.
2015, but I tell you, you got to be careful what you ask for when you're talking to God, because He'll give it to you.
He'll give it to you.
He'll give it to
That's
you,
right.
and so it was a challenge, but hey, we made it, and now I'm blessed to be here.
That is so great. So now, okay, let's go back. So where are you from? Where did you grow up?
I was born and raised in Decatur, Illinois, right there in central Illinois, and I went in the military at 17 and did a 21-year career. And when I retired, my undergrad degree was in HR, so I wanted to see what HR would do for me.
Right.
And the first job I got was as HR manager for a museum.
Wow.
And my mentor
You got hooked.
got hooked. My mentor and God led the way, and that president said, I'm going to show you what it takes to be a president. Had no desire. I was just looking for a second career and retiring, and been blessed ever since.
Wow.
And been successful, thank God.
And you have a degree in fundraising as well.
Yeah, it's a certification,
from
IUPUI School of Philanthropy.
Now, see, museums love that because museums are always, you know, I mean, the money is always a key thing for keeping it going. So. Besides, you know, I want to hear about your vision for the Freedom Center, but I know a big part of it is, you know, we've got to raise some funds. We've got to make it viable. You
have to raise funds, but then you also have to have a healthy earned income operations, and that's what I thrive on. Fundraising is friend raising. So between grants and getting to know the community and the connections that the board has, then the rest of it falls back to us internally coming up with viable programming to build up your earned income. In St. Louis, we did about 79% of our first year operating off of earned income.
Okay,
and
good.
so that's what I like to look at, how we currently operate.
That sounds healthy.
Oh, it's very healthy. When the average is somewhere around 27 to 30%, we were running at 79%. So
excited.
Yes.
Okay, so you've been here since, I guess, about 2 months
2 months,
now?
10 weeks to be exact.
10 weeks.
But who's counting? Who's counting?
Right,
Yeah.
who's counting?
Right.
So what's your vision for the Freedom Center?
Again, looking at earned income opportunities, I've identified several that we can start, you know, coming soon. Can't do them yet because we're just not there.
Right.
But I've really identified a few and talking with the staff, which is a great staff. You know, as I tell them, we're going from great to greatness. The prior leaders have done some great things. We're getting ready to celebrate our 15th anniversary.
I can't believe it's been 15 years.
Right, August next year. So all I want to do is help lead us from great to greatness going forward.
I love that.
Bring in some exciting exhibitions to make it fresh.
Yeah.
I even see, you know, to tie into Cincinnati, one of my visions is to bring a room that's dedicated to Cincinnati and what Cincinnatians have done for freedom. And I think that's a powerful statement, and that connects you more and more with the city.
Right. Oh, that sounds great. Okay, so let's talk about some, because you mentioned there's some exciting exhibits coming this summer.
Right.
So tell us, what do we have to look forward to as school's about to end? Because I should say, every time I pass by the Freedom Center, I see bus loads. I mean, there are always like buses of school kids. I mean, which is great. You know, a lot of traffic in there.
It's great between our school groups, our diamond tours that come through. It's incredible.
Diamond tours?
Yeah, that's another tour operator, but it's just to have these different groups coming in. It's mind-blowing. It reminds me a lot of the Civil Rights Institute in Birmingham and in Memphis. To see those buses, so we have a buzz, but I need for the institution to connect more with the city, tourists are interested in our story.
Right.
I need our city to be a part of it.
Okay, so we need to drive more of the residents down. That seems
to be proud of it.
Yeah, that seems to be a Cincinnati issue, though. You'll probably find that because we have a lot of things like festivals and things here, and we get so much out-of-town traffic, and then
Yes,
people in
ma'am.
the city aren't going. So maybe that's a Cincinnati thing. I don't know.
It's and when I worked for B.B. King, his museum is in a town of 10,000 people.
Wow.
People in Indianola didn't know where it was at, and it's the largest facility there.
And people from outside were coming in.
But people from outside.
Right.
St. Louis, the National Blues Museum, had been awarded the CNN Top Destination, New York Times Best Destination. People in St. Louis didn't know where we are.
But people from the outside,
but
yeah.
that doesn't
so it's not
surprise-
just us here in Cincinnati.
So it takes
yeah.
constant work, working in the community, becoming viable. You bring Cincinnati to you.
Right, and I was going to say, it's just a beautiful venue. I know
Yes,
that I've been there for some dinners and some programs, and you know, you're looking out over the river and
Yes.
the quilt, and I mean, it's just like, it's gorgeous.
My favorite part of that exhibit, of the space, is the Eternal Flame.
Yes,
I've
yeah.
said it before, that's a place for you to look at the old river, understand what that represents, and then reflect over your own life, how you've grown and developed. At least that's what it does for me.
Right, that is beautiful. Okay, so real quickly, we
Yes,
only have a
ma'am.
few seconds left. What exhibits do we have to look forward to this summer?
We will be
Just hit a
announcing.
few up.
We have the Confederacy, but if you go to freedoms.org,
Okay.
it allows it, and our PR department will be announcing some shortly.
Oh,
upcoming,
okay,
yes.
all right. So is there a number people should call to, or?
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm in St. Louis.
Okay, I was going to say
So,
314, that's the St. Louis area code, okay.
And it's going to sound bad.
But you know what?
escapes
We're
me.
not going to put you on the spot because you've only been here 10 weeks,
That's right. Yes, ma'am.
So it's really easy. People can go to WLWT.com. Oh, and there's a number right there.
Thank you.
You can tell us, Mr. Brown.
513-333-7500.
Right, 513. We got the Cincinnati
Right.
area code, 513-333-7500.
Yes,
You're
ma'am.
already a part of Cincinnati,
Yes,
though,
ma'am.
because we are really excited
Thank
that
you.
you're here,
All
and
right.
I know you're already bringing great energy
Thank you,
to the
ma'am.
Freedom Center, and from great to greatness. I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, stick with us. We'll be back in just a moment. Talk about Natural Fest. Okay, this is the third year for Sweet and Natural Festival, and it's going to be May 20th, and it's a big celebration. So let me introduce the founder of it, Daphney Thomas. Thank you so much for coming. You're the creative director, and this is really your idea. This is really your brainchild. And this year's sponsor, Dave Malone, and let's see if we get this right, Therapy Hair Salon?
Therapy Elite Hair Studio.
See, I knew I was a little bit off. Let's get it right. Therapy Elite Hair Studio. And,
Yes, ma'am.
and you're located where?
In Coleraine on Galbraith, 3091 West Galbraith Road.
3091 West Galbraith Road, because we want to support people who support us.
Most definitely.
So love the fact that you're sponsoring this year's it's the third annual.
It's the third
in
annual.
Washington Park.
Yes.
So tell us about it. How did you get the idea for this?
So the original idea came from a group of sisters that are in Brooklyn, and they do the Curly Fest. So I saw that on Facebook, and I said, what would that be like to have something as beautiful and vibrant and powerful here in Cincinnati?
Right.
And then we gave birth to the Midwest Regional Sweet and Natural Fest.
And it's a celebration of culture, ethnicity. Tell us about that. What all are we celebrating?
So we are celebrating our cultures, the many cultures that we have created throughout the diaspora. We're celebrating our communities, natural hair, our ethnic beauty. We're celebrating health and wellness as well.
I love that. And you're always about like the healthy, you know, like
Yes.
you've got like all kinds of healthy products, and
Yes.
you do these classes, and you know, I love that. So who's going to be there? And well, let me ask Dave. Dave, tell us how you got involved.
Well, I got involved because Daphney, she's a client of our shop. But
Well, you got her looking good. She's always looking beautiful. So yeah,
she definitely is. But I got introduced to Daphney through one of the stylists that works at the shop, Miss Carmen Pitts.
Okay.
She won the hair show that they put on a couple months ago called Afro Swag.
Yes.
So, and then she just became like family, and it just made sense for us to link like that.
Oh,
It
excellent.
came naturally.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
come
that's
naturally.
good. Naturally for the
Yes.
Natural Fest.
Naturally
Okay,
for the
sweet and
Natural
natural. Okay, fantastic. So now at your shop, do you do natural hair? You do everything?
It's a full service barbershop and beauty salon. All
Oh,
in
barber
one.
shop too.
It's a
Okay.
barbershop with an open floor plan. So it's like interactions between the men and women at one time. It's not like a wall up or a door. We have good, healthy debates.
I was about to say, because you know, in barbershops and beauty salons, there's a lot of talk that goes on. Now we're putting them together.
Yeah.
So yeah, that must be a lot of fun.
It makes sense because men and women go together.
Right.
So, and the energy is healthy.
Okay.
It's definitely healthy conversations.
That sounds good, and then people look good at the same time. Okay, so who's going to be there?
Oh, wow. So we'll have the Afro Swag Fashion Show again.
Oh, nice.
We'll have the Natural Woman Hair Show, so you can come rock in your natural styles, and you may be selected to be in the hair show. We have a
Wow.
reggae band coming out of Dayton that's going to give us a free reggae concert.
Oh, my goodness.
We have DJ Ty Lyles, who's going to do the 80s, 90s hip-hop dance party for us. He'll also do the DJing for the event.
Wow.
We have host Jennifer Washington coming in from Arizona. So it's just going to be a day filled with a lot of great things going on.
That is so great, and it's right in Washington Park.
It's right in Washington Park. It's free, open to the public. It's going to be a great time.
That is a great event. So people can come and visit with the vendors.
Yes.
And buy products as well, I'm assuming. Yeah.
Yes. So we'll have vendors, jewelry, art, good healthy food,
Live
books,
demonstrations.
live demos at the Beard Bar and the Beauty Lounge.
Oh, okay.
So-
Tell us about these live demonstrations, Dave.
So I was asked to sponsor the beer bar this year, which is it's an area where I'm gonna be doing live demonstrations for men and women. Well, men and young men. I'm sorry.
Okay, I was gonna say, are the women gonna be rocking the beards?
But women
Okay,
get
no.
haircuts too.
Okay,
so
they're gonna
it's
get
like
haircuts, okay.
it's called a beard bar,
just
but
checking.
it's mostly beards, but it's haircuts as well. But it's showing you how to properly shave. It's showing you the importance of grooming yourself as a young man. It's showing you different ways to do it, and then it's showing you the importance of having healthy skin. And a lot of people who wear beards don't know that the skin up under their hairs it's just like nasty and they don't take care of it. You got to wash it just like you wash your hair. So
Right.
I'm showing them proper ways to do things.
And there's special products too, because you know a lot of men, especially African American men, end up getting these razor bumps. Do you have something
It's-
for that?
It's going to be a bunch of different products I'm going to have. I don't carry all of them, but I have some coming in order that is really good.
Okay.
It's definitely for like ingrown hairs and then razor bumps.
Yeah, and that's really what happens with the razor bumps, the hair, because it's curly, starts growing in. I was just saying, now my son is 13. He's got all this going on, a mustache.
Really?
He hasn't started shaving yet, but he really, I think we're about there this summer. So I should bring him so that he can, because I said, you need to do it right. We're not going to just start shaving.
Right.
We need to talk about the products and how to do it.
Right, because if you start wrong, you'll have that problem throughout your whole life. It's like hard to get away from razor bumps and ingrown hairs.
Yeah.
I mean, there's products out there, you're going to use them for some years, but they'll get you together. But if you do it right the right way, the first way, then
Right.
you'll be okay. You'll be okay.
Yeah, good grooming, natural products. I love that. So that because that's all part of health, and then eating right. And so there'll be food vendors there too. You said right. So now, is there like a certain schedule, or just people should just come? It's from what 10? Does it start at 10?
It's from 12 to 6. We'll
12
kick
to
off
6.
with yoga on the main stage.
Oh, I love that. Okay, here's this. Tell us about that.
So the Sweet and Natural Fest is Sunday, May 20th, 12 to 6 at Washington Park, which is located at 1230 Elm Street. It's free, open to the public, and if you need more information, you can call 513-418-3510.
And give us that number again.
Yes, 513-418-3510.
Now for vendors, is it too late to sign up?
It's too late. We
It's
are
too late.
all
Oh,
packed.
no.
We have people coming as far as New York to
Oh,
bring
my
things to the
goodness.
region, so you have to.
So we'll
Wait till
the
next
vendors
year.
who missed it, get ready for the 4th annual, but
Yes.
come on down and enjoy the 3rd
But
annual.
we are taking sponsorships.
Okay, great. Yeah, sponsorship. So call that number.
Yes.
Talk to Daphney, and thank you for sponsoring, Dave. This is always a great event, and just thank you for being the brainchild of such a
My
fantastic celebration. Stick
Thank
with us.
you.
We'll be back in a minute to talk about Miss Black Cincinnati. always exciting to have Mr. Robert Humphries and Sharen King, and today they're going to talk about the Miss Black Cincinnati pageant. I keep wanting to say Miss Teen because we just talked about Miss Teen, and Jayla, you know, like took the world by storm. 13 years old, the youngest winner ever. She's just phenomenal. So we're excited about the Miss Black Cincinnati pageant. You really started with this pageant.
I sure
Miss Black
did.
Teen came later. Yeah.
Yes,
Don't say the year, Mr. Humphrey. Please don't say the year.
Sharen told me don't say the year because I always, you know, say the year. You know, when I run across past contestants,
Right.
I can tell them.
Let's say
you know,
the decade. Was it the 80s?
1980.
Okay.
1980 was the first Miss Black Cincinnati pageant that took place at the Netherland Hilton Grand Paris Ballroom.
Wow.
You know, and of course that was the first one.
Lucinda Bobo.
Lucinda Bobo
Was the first one, yeah.
She was a graduating senior from the University of Cincinnati, and she was crowned the first Miss Black Cincinnati.
Wow.
That's been 38 years ago.
That's wonderful.
Time has gone by, and I produced it for 21 consecutive years. You know, with the last winner being Lisa Marie.
Yes,
You know,
right.
she was the last crowned Miss Black Cincinnati winner. And I was sharing with her that, well, you know, that I'm looking to bring back the Miss Black Cincinnati pageant, and the outgoing queen got to come back and crown the new winner. She said, oh, Mr. Humphries, I don't want to give up. Oh, there she said, I want to get to Lucinda Bobo.
Yeah.
Yes. That photograph is by none other than Mr. C. Smith.
Oh man, that's fantastic.
C. Smith took that photo.
Yeah, and C was
ago.
taking photos at the Miss Black Teen
At the
pageant
Miss Black Teen,
this year.
he retired, but he came out of retirement. I think he missed it so much.
I love
being
seeing
involved
him with the
it.
camera.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
been a while.
It was wonderful having him back.
Right.
You know, taking pictures along with Mr. Pete Coleman.
Right, and
Yes.
Pete does such a great job.
Pete does such a great job, and like I said, it was wonderful having Mr. C. Smith back. But
And I would say Sharen kept everybody on time, so
Oh,
she's
sure.
she does that
doing my part.
producing and
She's
looking
doing-
gorgeous as
she's doing-
always.
She's been a blessing to me in the pageant as well because she come through the pageant. She was a contestant. I'm gonna tell it. She
No,
was,
Mr. Humphrey, I'm not going to help you anymore.
Yes, yes, you will.
She
Go
said
ahead.
it. She
Yes,
said
you
it.
will.
1981.
Okay.
she
You were
was
there
my
the second
contestant in
year. Oh my
1981,
goodness!
yes,
Wow.
I was, they let me in on age exception. I was too young.
Yeah, she was like 5 years old. Yeah. So that's fantastic. So this year it's going to be so Tracy's going to have it along with
Tracy Artist
the
with
Midwest Black Tracy Artist with the Miss
with
Black
Midwest
Family Reunion. Yeah.
She's going to have the pageant right along as one of their events. And
She's going to co-market it and include in all the merchandising and promotional
Wonderful
material so that folks are aware that we're back.
Right, and it's the third week in August.
The third week is August 11th.
August 11th.
And
Okay.
we're a partnership again once with Donald Sherman and the founder of the Cincinnati Black Theater Company.
Okay,
eventually
good.
to have them to bring back into, run both pageants.
Right.
For me, then I can officially retire then. And
He
knowing
says
the
that,
pageant-
but
Yeah, we don't want to hear about that. We don't want to hear about that.
But we're currently looking for and seeking, contestants right now. And of course, we're looking for young ladies that are ages of 18 to 24 years, a high school graduate this year. And of course, we only require 2 point.
There it is.
Oh, it's on the screen, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Saturday.
Jeff has your back.
Jeff
Jeff
always.
always got my back to qualifications, age 18 to 24, 2.0 GPA, and never given birth or married, performing talent. To register, call 241-6060 or 368-8108.
And it's also important to note that they must have a high school diploma or GED.
Okay.
Yes, those. And
A high school diploma or GED.
Or GED, yes.
And they should call. Is there a form when they call? So I noticed that
they-
241-6060 number is a Black
Yes,
Theater
or they
Company.
can also go on to the website.
To the website.
Okay.
For the
And pick
Black
it-
Theater
and
Company.
get an application from the website as well. And
Okay, so what we'll do is we'll link people to the Cincinnati Black Theater Company website through
Right.
WLWT.com,
That's
just to make it easy so people can easily find it. So they can,
Digital is easy.
yeah, they can, right, they can go get the application or they can call that
Sure.
241-6060
Right.
number, easy to remember.
We're looking and seeking past contestants to do.
Yes, we're also bringing back we are starting and founding our Alumni Association.
Oh, wonderful.
So all of the past participants from the Miss Black Teen Pageant, Miss Black Cincinnati Pageant, we're seeking you, we're calling you, asking you to join us. It's all about, forget the hashtag Me Too, we are hashtag Be Empowered.
Hashtag be empowered. Okay.
And we can do that as a community. So we're seeking volunteers as well.
Okay.
So we're looking for all the alumni going back to 1981 to participate in the Alumni Association.
That's fantastic.
I could have had you in the pageant, couldn't I? You could have been back in 1980. You were right in the age range too.
So
A
let's
younger.
talk about the talent part, because that's what
Yes.
people are, I think, nervous about.
Well,
But they can. Some people do poetry, some
Poetry,
sing, some dance,
yeah,
some play
dance.
instruments.
Excellent
I
folks on
always
staff.
say,
Everybody's got a
Jan-Michele,
talent.
everybody has a talent.
Right.
And you don't win on talent only, because we got 4 phases of competition. You know, you got the personal interview, you have the talent performance, you have the evening gown, and you also have what's called the projection, impromptu question. So,
Right.
you know,
And
you don't-
there's no
it's
swimsuit
No
competition.
swimsuit competition. I took that out. I started in 1980 with swimsuit as a basic
did you?
competition level with those 4 with a swimsuit in when Sharen was in it. But
Okay.
I took it out, and I want to say 1992.
Okay.
Was when I took the swimsuit out the same year that the Miss America pageant was trying to take out the swimsuit from their competition, but they allowed the fans to vote on it.
Okay. Well, okay, so we want people to come to the pageant,
to the
but
event,
right
yes.
now apply and tell your friends about it. So we ran out of time. It's always been great, always great to see both of you.
And I thank you.
You
and,
have to
and
come
the
back.
Staff here, you know,
And the
also
Herald, Cincinnati Herald
and the Herald,
staff.
Cincinnati
Thank
Herald has
you.
been so to
They're one of our
Thank you, thank
sponsors.
you.
She doesn't say that,
Yeah,
but the
they've
Cincinnati
been-
Herald.
The Herald been,
Thank you so much.
The Herald been a
Okay,
sponsor
we
since
gotta go. We'll be back with some calendar events in just a moment. Stay
38
with
years.
us. Okay.
38 years, the Herald's been a sponsor.
Jen Henry has some community events for you.
Yep, let's take a look at some community events. The 2018 CEG Business Awards and annual meeting is Friday, May 18th from 7 p.m. to 11 p.m. at the Duke Energy Convention Center Junior Ballroom. That's 525 Elm Street. Individual reservation is $75, and for more information and to RSVP, it's 513-996-3023. And the Professional Pretty Conference is Saturday, May 19th from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's at the UC African American Cultural Resource Center. For Boss Babe, that's $100, and Pretty VIP is $150. For more info, call 513-862-1123. And All About Women is Wednesday, May 23rd from 1:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. at the Sharonville Convention Center. That's business casual attire. Registration is $125, and for more information, call 513-733-1555. And lastly, we have the Cincinnati Herald's Nefertiti Awards. That's Saturday, June 2nd from 11 to 2 at the Music Hall Ballroom. Call 513-961-3331.
Have a great week. Stay safe and stay positive. Thank you, Jen.
Yeah, no problem.
You got it.